It's so lovely to have you here. You have a lot of work playing here at TIFF this year.
Yes, it's so nice to be here. Really, thank you. I mean, it's wonderful to come to Toronto to finally see the films that also I haven't been able to see in the other festivals, because there's never time. But here there's time, and the audience here and the film-going culture that exists is always really, I don't know, you really appreciate it, because then when you present a film here and everybody wants to see the film, everybody wants to like the film also. Nobody wants to hate it. So, I mean, hopefully, so it's nice. It's a nice thing, and it's been many years, and I'm very happy to be here again.
I remember the first time that I met you here. I think it was your first time you were here. It was with Y Tu Mamá También.
Yes.
You were here with Diego Luna.
Yes.
And I feel like you're a friend of the festival because you've been here so often.
It was a long time ago, yes, and it was also a time where there was the wonder of like, what is Toronto like? What is the festival like? I have no idea. I mean, it was those days that, you couldn't check online anything, no? And then it was a very particular time also when we came with Y Tu Mamá También, because we arrived the 10th of September, and the day after, what happened in New York. And then the 12th of September, everyone was like, what sense does it make to go and see films? No, I mean, like, it felt weird to go and present a film or to see a film. And we were all living this dystopia, no? Like this end of something. And some actually thinking that was the end of everything, no? In a way. And it was wonderful to see the theater full of people on September 12th. And everyone watching Y Tu Mamá También, laughing, coming out of the cinema wanting to live, wanting to have sex, to enjoy themselves, to liberate themselves in many ways. And the screening was one of the most moving ones. No, I remember the applause afterwards. It was wonderful because it was a communal kind of catharsis about what cinema is about exploring the gray areas of life, and cinema inspires that, no? And I think everyone was a bit like, oh, thank God we were not watching CNN at that point, or stuck to the television watching what was happening everywhere in the world.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful screening. And was that the first time you worked with Diego?
That was the first time we worked on a film together.
On a film together, yeah.
Yes, because before we had worked on many crazy ideas, but as kids, like we know each other because our moms know each other. And because I'm a little bit older than him, like almost a year older. So I think one can say that we were friends since babies because we got along in some way or another. And so we were always making up plans and ideas and things, and we did theater together. We participated in a weird soap opera together also. We both didn't want to be actors. That was what was nice about everything. We purposely said that we weren't going to be actors. I mean, that was our plan, to not be actors, to fight against the destiny, and then destiny caught up, no? And there was no escape. But yeah, no, we've been working a lot since Y Tu Mamá También in films. We established a production company called La Corriente del Golfo, which is the one that we have right now. La Corriente del Golfo is the Gulf Current, for those of you who don't speak Spanish yet. And yeah, it's been going on pretty nice.
It has.
Yes.
And now Corriente del Golfo has produced Chicuarotes, right?
Exactly.
You've both delved into directing, producing, of course, continue acting.
I know, it's something that the directing aspect of it all is something that is incredibly, it's almost like a poison, like a kind of, I don't know, you feel this sense of vengeance in a way, but at the same time you just feel like it's like every time I think about directing something or start to put up a project together, I know I have to be the first person that falls in love with it. So I have to fall in love with it, and I have to start falling in love and start to make the work of falling in love, and then I have to convince everyone of falling in love with it. And it is something that is fascinating. It still fascinates me. It's something I think I'm gonna do more now than before, because I really like it also. I really like, maybe this has to do with age, maybe, but it's really nice to see kids discover cinema. In the film, most of the main actors are kids, and And they saw, recently when we presented the film in Cannes, they saw Chicuarotes the same way that I saw Amores Perros. I mean, they saw the film for the first time in their lives in Cannes, in the big screen. They saw themselves for the first time in the big screen in Cannes. And they're going to work so much, and they're going to do so many things because they're fantastic. And it's their turn, no?
You know what I love is you are really elicit some great performances from these very young, they're new actors, right? What's it like working with actors? I mean, you obviously know how you want to be treated as an actor and how that informs your relationship with your actors. Yeah.
Yes, there is that. I mean, there is that that mandate of treating others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
In film, it actually works really well. I mean, as a director, like I kind of feel I know how to incite or to create some traps so that the actors fall into them, and that it's a game that also I like we truly believe in, and we truly like fight for it, and we truly go for it with joy as well, because I really don't believe in creative work coming out solely from pain, you know? I mean, some people think that that's the only way that art is created, no? And I really don't. I think it's about joy, and also the joy of that, of letting yourself go. But it's so important that we all know that this is a game, that this is a hypothesis in a way. A bit Brechtian in that sense, you know, that we have to step out a little bit and know that we're just playing around, and you discover new things all the time. So yes, I love it. I really enjoy it.
I feel like that also speaks a lot to like your performance in Emma, for example.
Yeah, no, that film. Yeah, you're gonna see it. You're gonna.
It's tomorrow.
No, it's tomorrow. Yes, it's a wonderful movie. I mean, I'm really proud of it. It's, if I'm forced to say like what is the main magma of cinema, I wouldn't say story. I wouldn't say narrative. I'd say poetry. You know, I think Emma is a type of film that starts way ahead in a certain strange way. You know, and it's quite poetic because we don't have the language to explain it, but I think the film has that. So I hope this this scares you a little bit and makes you want to see this film, you know, like, I mean, like, or that incites some kind of, you know, interesting curiosity, because it is that type of film that it stays on, no? Like it stays on for a while, and you know, all of this with the rhythm of reggaeton. So, you know, it's like, yeah. You
have to see it.
Yes.
It's really something else. But
how does that combine? I don't. You'll see.
It's a beautiful way of putting it. I'm going to use that though.
Okay.
It's great. One of the things that you've been saying about the wonders of directing is introducing these young actors to the cinema.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
I think in the film I directed, maybe because I'm not acting, because I'm not putting my body as an actor there, I felt really good at not being the one responsible for the ownership of the characters. Like, I really enjoyed watching the kids becoming, like, knowing the characters, feeling them and understanding them. Like, I would tell them, like, so the character comes here and asks for a glass of water and then goes into a little argument and stuff. And maybe the dialogue goes something like this, la 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 la, la, you know. And I would say something that sounds like a 40-year-old would say it, you know. And they would change the syntaxes, and they would do it in a way that I wouldn't have no idea how the hell they speak right now. These kids, you know, how do they do it? How do they speak? So it felt really nice, like being fascinated by them. We played a lot of games. Like there were many things I didn't tell them, and many things I told them that weren't true, and they really liked that. They really had fun. Like, okay, now let's just do it like if the mountain's about to swallow you, and now stress your bum a little, you know, and walk around, you know, and walk like that, and let's see what comes out. Let's see how the voice changes. Let's see, and they would really like have fun with it, and I think it inspires me. I mean, the first film I did, I had, that I participated in was Amores Perros. I really felt like I did it with a piece of my pancreas, you know, like I had no idea what the hell was going on, like at all, like no idea. And also we were doing it in a time where we would only do like 1 or 2 takes because there was no material, you know, we didn't have any film stock. And it was a long film and with little money. We rehearsed a lot, something that nowadays doesn't happen. And then Alfonso Cuarón, in the same way that I was enjoying working with the kids in Chicuarotes, he was enjoying working with us when we were doing it to Mamá También. He came to us and asked us certain elements that the character would be doing, and he would adopt that into the film. And it really it made you feel at least that you were also making the movie in a very strong way. You know, it was your movie. And that's something I want to also keep on inspiring if I'm directing, like inspiring people that it's their film also. No,
no, and it's nice to hear, like 19 years later, you're continuing this tradition that you started with, like Amores Perros y Tu Mamá También, and it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass the mic out to the audience so that we can have some questions from all of you here that are with us today.
I would like to know, which is the role that you think that Spanish language brings to the Anglo-Saxon audiences? Because sometimes when you bring a word in Spanish, it's como, wow, repita, yo le digo una palabrita. What do you think that the Spanish brings to
No, it's
cinema?
interesting, yeah, because it's like talking about what kind of function does a musical scale does, no? Has, in a way. I mean, you know, as if... what frustrates me first about Spanish is that we're like 500 million people or 600 million people in the world, and we don't show our films to each other the way we should. That's a bit, you know, we have to work on that. That's our responsibility, and we have to solve that and get our act together, no? But I think that from the United States, there's definitely an interesting perspective of what Spanish language can become, because, you know, there's Spanish-speaking films that are nominated for best film in the foreign language, as if Spanish was a foreign language in the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's crazy, right? I mean, it's like there's many things that need to definitely change because we haven't done the job properly, and at the same time, it is more urgent now than ever. You know, there is a German school, there is a Japanese school, there is a Liceo Francés, the French Lycée, no? There's no Spanish-speaking school in the world. Like really, the Instituto Cervantes there isn't like a school in the United States that you go to where they speak Spanish. So, I mean, culturally we have so much to do, but definitely it is an angle. And I'm amazed on how, you know, Spanish is so good for poetry. It's so good for cinema because it has an existentialist root, which is this transitory state of being. Is this transitory or is this forever? No? Is this gonna just stay for a little while or I don't know, it's incorporated in our language deeply. So it is a really good language for poetry in that sense because it really makes you wonder what the hell you're doing on this planet.
Soy Aarón, peruano. Hace poco tiempo estuviste en el Festival de Lima y quería saber qué te pareció la experiencia en el Festival de Lima, ya que con esa película Chicuarotes abres mucho las puertas a directores que están creciendo para poder incluir actores nuevos y jóvenes en el mundo del cine. ¿Cuál fue tu experiencia en el festival? ¿Te pareció lindo, Lima?
So the question's about, Gael was recently at the Lima Film Festival, and he showed Chicuarotes there. How did you like the Lima Film
Lima,
Festival?
yeah, it was really nice. I mean, it's amazing. I wanted to go for a while, and the food is incredible.
I wanted
Really. And that, as a Mexican, you know, it takes me, it's like, oh, I have to accept it. You know, like, it's like, no, it's really fantastic. The people are great, and all the team of the festival, they do it with such love, you know, it was really nice.
Acting seems so fascinating and romantic, and everybody's so fascinated in it. Why did you feel the need to fight destiny and not be an actor?
Yeah.
It seems so great.
Oh, yeah, well, that's because my parents are actors. So yes, I had to not do what they do, of course. Like, what is the saying in English? Because in Spanish there's one saying, I mean, casa de herrero, cuchillo de palo.
in the house of the shoemaker, the children go barefoot.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that would be the saying, yes, exactly. So I wanted to fight against it, also because I wanted to do many things. I wanted to be, this always makes me a bit shy, but now I have to say it because it's like She's like, yeah, you don't have to be shy about this. But it's like, so I wanted to be I started to study philosophy. I wanted to study, I don't know, I wanted to be a sociologist or I wanted to write. I wanted to also be a journalist, or maybe I wanted to involve in politics. I wanted to involve myself into anthropology, into many, many, many things. I wanted to be a doctor for many years, rural pediatrician. I wanted to be like things. I also wanted to be a football player, of course. Like there was a moment I wanted to be that. I wanted to be a whole world of things. But then that's the thing that, I mean, almost like a romantic comedy, no? Like what I was looking for was right there. Like it was, I mean, acting offers me the possibility to be in the podium, no? And direct an orchestra and fulfill one of the dreams I had, which was to also become a conductor. I mean, I've always wanted to play around, for example, and be Cuban. I started there when I was a kid, and I always wanted to play a Cuban. You know, I wanted to be seen as a Cuban. And now I got a chance with this film, The Wasp Network. We play Cubans, and finally, and I don't know, like certain other things that this has given me. Growing up as an actor, in a way, it was something that it was a familiar feeling that I thought that there was no escape. I thought that I was always going to be an actor, like in the sense that I was going to be a rural pediatrician, and then on Fridays I couldn't do surgery, you know, because I was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have a play. I wanted that image of that life of being a doctor and then doing plays at night, and just how cool is that, no? Like, wouldn't that be amazing, no? Like this amazing actor, pediatrician. How does he do that, no? And I wanted to do that, especially in a world where also being an actor, the only way you made a living was making TV. And that's something I really didn't want to do. I didn't want to make a living out of doing what I don't like. So if I was going to be an actor, I was only going to do what I liked. And it was after Tu Mamá También, actually, that me and Diego, we won in Venice the Mastroianni Award, which was, you know, and we won it together. And we were saying like how great it was that we were winning it together, and together we were stronger and stuff. He said, "Oh, wait till only one of you guys win in one award. It's gonna feel even greater, you know." So, but I mean, it's always been a kind of like a team feeling in a way. And at that point, when we got that award, we looked at each other and we said, "Let's just say that we're gonna be actors now. Okay, let's play that part." That we're gonna be actors, and finally we came up to, because when going to the United States you have to fill in your occupation, no, like and we finally put like stopped putting student and finally said actors with a bit of a like no, but yes, that was the point. I think filling in the customs form was what made me feel like okay, fine, that's it. Yeah.
Well, we're very happy you chose that profession, and happy that you produced and directed, and you got to fulfill lots of those passions. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much, Gael.
Same. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and enjoy the festival. It's been really. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, it's such a good year for cinema. Also, no, that's something that's really nice.
It really
feels
is.
like it's a year of cinema that is, I don't know, it's cinema's answer to the world that cinema still exists, I think. I've seen really good films this year, really good.
Yeah.
You know, they used to say like streaming platforms was gonna erase cinema, was gonna, now, come on, like, okay, that definitely changed television. Television, yes, it's no longer what it was. But cinema, no, it's still what it is.
No,
I mean, and it's even more free now, in a way.
Yeah.
I know, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.